Chakwan ewo eye kokomlemle wamo be eye ATTC school no anopai woni omuni komo na wamo nye oso 0245 15 3283 0245 153283 and also suffer 0263 007922 0263 007922 na one a paper savings and loans and
Kessben 92.9FM.
Franco Trading Enterprise for that Roman Pacha, one more phones, papa. Now, I don't pay one more mouth phone, and you're correct, and you're original. Now, we use a better year at the amount. I don't pay so open Samsung, open Nokia, open a iPhone, and a TV set now open refrigerators, air conditioners, and I open here. I don't pay as I say, we do any chimo, and we're Franco Trading for Enterprise. I swear, yeah. Now, I don't pay one more showrooms who doing in a across the country to baby. I will wear room here. Ubenya Nima, we hear in a be at all. I don't pay one Franco for any come up. That one more ever Joe. 0246 422 0246 422 338. And now so for 055 5939 311 055 5939 311. Now when the Franco trading any income one of pay. But your grace gives you back clinic for that room. I don't pay 1 2 year reading it. I know I said the amount. I don't pay so would me hypertension and how I diabetes, you know, and but your hepatitis, typhoid fever, prostate enlargement, na ATT, we bear my whoop, say, your picture will bear my muka crama, and now we'll buy your vagina steaming and from Nina, but your grace gives you back clinic for that room. The boy too howling in an was the and what you so would tell me, but your infertility na ATT. I'm away on Hoshia. I don't pay we or buy a paper, I won't want somebody daily amount. But you're winning a year, let's get the back clinic and income. Now, oh, Kumasi and then in Pachua. Ushim School Junction, Barricasi Main Road. And I will be who Grace Gift Back Clinic. And watching on Patrol and Crime Swat. New watching what a petroleum estate. We are directly opposite your Family Life International School. And a pair when your money is our soul on 024651 8003 024651 8003 and I pay 0543 320030. Now, when the Grace Gift Bar Clinic, it means I was so out of pay. Emma's Global Link for that room. Emma's Global Link is one more the too quite far. Too far. I don't want to pay more America brooch man, Canada brooch man, but you won't pay UK. One more don't call. Schengen State, I would win in who pay more visa, won't pay the amount. And what you don't pay with visa, GNO documentation in speak to Emma's Global Link for now. One more room. But you won't do too far. I don't pay when Emma's Global Link for any income. Now, one more share. I be beer and yama. But you over and cry and in Patabu. With a white cross. And I will be home. Woman West African Dakota for an edition. And watching this, oh, Kumar sending them Patabu. The cost of liver. Woman a yes, Senate office, no edition, never was of liver. And I'll pay for one more on 0504 20 3401 0504 20 3401 and also for 0535 502499. Now only a year Emma's Global the NDC and John Dramani Mahama. Now watching more Echo Piemo and what a year Kumasi and Dra Echi na one more eddy a year dear friend 24-hour economy work no at the session. But we need to wrap for any and come more as Deputy Regional Secretary of the NDC, Ewo Ashanti region. Na and pay ye miss us a DNA a course so Ewo Asante Mantemo. Over Maakye?
Yeah.
Na empomo to say.
Yeah, don't know if
Ese ni pa yara ye mudia.
Why na ire?
Mini afiso ye na bante mini nka na bronya we ni die. Nso ese na meti ase na mema woni atifo nya so afinhia pa.
Achefo no mi ankasa nso jo so fa na afi na enye sa ti se de wo na ti no
ene is afisa said de na nya me atom na ya ko His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the next president of the republic na wa sha said into ya to kwemu a importers dem say dollar boa na ewo a little about 4 cedis no and akwakudu 12 cedis no mo say assault na adama for no mo top petrol 3 cedis per liter and also no over 12 cedis no na eno so ne bo ba form ba adama for kom high wo na ye the 24-hour economy nhye egu akwam ama mebu no mu ne ni dan so benya adwumaye na Ghana adwo na wotwa e-living na VAT de betul cedis so jama ma free so ama Ghana for ho high wo
very well. When ne botati tunti amoyes a work you Kumasi ana
in fact 24-hour economy work Kwame say NDC timidi adwene bi papa na ya nchechirimu ya ma manfo no ante ase na ya mo asone nsa na yagu hu fi na entiase pa nya dwompe wu mu anke bitimi aboa ama Ghana tumpon no ye gato o ka say 24-hour economy asemba ye but me aka say any the interest na choba for cry bi that is how belittle the discussion of running the economy for 24 hours no okay and and you roll and matembeka obi obeka say enye bia na ye nim je wa manusem no na say akaka crisis ogogosua ukaya original minister timika say you run economy 24 hours amanfo bekwa adwuma no anadra amanfo ba no mayire no ma ba betida nti enya ade sese yesoso nti wo no so we reduce economy ne hye be ma mabua adwuma no to the levels of be any obi koda eno no te ase nti se maburu nye adwuma nge no eno nye ne dadwene dem muso obi kwa adwuma night no obi ne yere koda eno odwene nti doctors the code 9 duties no amanfo ne o yere no beda police for Kwajuma and Adjono among for no million bedana. These are the leaders almost on my society. Near Minia, Quebec Century, former Ashanti Regional Vice Chairman for the MPP. Many Nana Wushuzo, Unyanoma, the Wokuma Angeles, Mokate say, and ya ideas is source of Krana. Wana, a year Juma National Omnia diabetes. Inti, and yet, at the papa, as a Ghana for as also. And Uti, ye near Morisampa. So, Yemre Nimni. That's a 24-hour economy in bar, a Bayfunia Jumanya. It's a Ghana Bayfunia, so Rintia. Senesa, John of the Bama for ye, Jumana, Jomuna, na Bayfon Sabayo. Kama Bayfon, in his idea, I had the Papa no Mompe. At the Bonin of Sosun to say, a Bayfum Kuntia 24-hour economy, dear. That's just the Papa. It's a comment only a factory, I want to say, you better as Antimine, what is it about that 24-hour economy at John Daman Mahama Deban? And you walkway, a plenty flyers. Now, your far union team for a very good for youth organizers. In the non-criminal, no more flyers, no more HDP, traffic chair, not road through no more gym, and moment 24-hour economy, and for so many was some driver for you rat taxi rank and driver food in common, you rat total station, driver food in common, church or month for so moving and also you real dream any good food in common and market. Running 24 hours and for so many the basso amao. In the May and church, and you did a fair crew, a church amount for. Na edoma epi by the minimum say when you're for unity. Not as when it needs to catch it.
Very well. In that sense, Mobeka's purpose, for organizing this, has been achieved. And now after a year massive work, a more year, will Kumasi, and church, it will be travel.
Minya, well achieved. In fact, you really Yakota didn't did in Como, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a Yanwa, send a dealing in our visit or nanti bidu KGTR. Na KGTR for the cancer says the Amazon Mama needs to make campaign. Inti, Yampaka Sakasa Yamanamraho, or only see KGTR Mao, or Mamma Estra or Moda, or Mamma Show or Moda, or no so, or last show most any when Yam Tiamanamra, Jiduro or Janaka, any KGTR, a before it in Como, Namame, a base, Simabe, a Diasane, Dianine, dear. Obi and Tawadi, Obi and Tawadi will KGTR. Obi out to the finish so any new beginer, and so don't the money maha air body and so chain up there, Omodanate, and the Monyama, Washo. Now, Omani himself or the 3 years in the KGTR. Or you buy if he's 8 years a concord, Thomas so bar, only if he's 2 so anchor. Not any Monyama, a word a dread, not 70 or bound to say or fata say. It's one school not one, they don't just one team, and don't just one to them for and don't decide when I'm a young friend, no maybe face soon amount. John Devon Marsh was said, or buy any money we are, or not to turn them no real face soon. I'm a 20 and the butcher don't appear and beyond a dominant piano would go so be any man, not one then or giant man at home, or the Asabigum, Ebeti, and Sempa, more back Mede Brew, and not see encouraging so maybe. Proper Davana Packet, no Babetium, that's the Davana Packet, no Babetium. Not a can a purpose, Minamaka to say, you drew home, it was well achieved.
Very well. Now, moving forward, this is an election year, and take more approach in the Ashanti region. Just as some more targeting over 30% vote a bit me free wabano, and they say movie house to house. Na motimia kansempano ediatre. And now say you have a better strategy between Abua ma and Crawford who ye no a transition into vote in 2024 December.
Minya the medical can say no na many wa unia asepa mensa Thompson na oba work on binti na yidin command work say the perception na wo Asante regional executives na executives nyano asesa Kwame no kwe they say omo ehu kwan ya fa so ya organize work we.
I see.
Omo ehu. Yes say the dem on na yere beda e woni tirim. Enti enhye ya ye dia to kwan mu a ye de be transcend sa ne be pie no into the ballot box no e wo yetirim ye tu ho anamon. Enhye ya various constituencies ya identify areas via ye hu sa ha ade ne to aba enya 3 votes ade ne enya 10 votes wa ade ne enya 5 votes wa one no more ye tu no and also Kwame but we three one ye tu one no John Dramani mama after having interaction with that in media go kwam no he was so happy because Kwame Lebia Mekase region executive yabo Ashanti region he did to do 50 years I mebunu nko Enti CNT deliver region we are my party no in 2025. We have no business in politics. Ese ko fie ko pe betla page me fufuro biye. Enti Kwame ye na ya sondaye. Anopa ewie enumre ye na mu organizer ye ne de the secretariat with the elections committee and the mu ye ne de ye election collation no nem ye ho hye agent training for the first time raising on for the first time the first month of the year the training agent first batch every Kwame ye na ye to na mo because we need to asantma e ka so beto abanama ye eno ye yen so bi abeda dae. What is important now is how to protect the votes on beto abama ye. Inti our regional vice chairman Captain John Kwame Jabari also a retired army officer and said on one that for Swaba Mjimu it's less than 40 years. Also for Swaba Mjimu now about joining party Nabwa or in charge of operation security war region room. And so your deputy regional secretary in charge of operations are many to a simu up a yen say a campaign at the first one. Votes the best one and never home by now you can near record near this Africa now so about could change center. It's Kwame such a shame the na quite a first way dear. I mean we too.
Now as at the end of 2020 mo report bi a menya bi kenkai as a den na wonye executive polling station agent amofa wo na obi mu NPP for and a befrafre mu now mo start ya mo ye training you just as you mentioned mame fa no ntwam afide mo timi identify mo core members mo de omo ebedi sa adwuma ya na
Kwame botaye titru pa and say on the branch be one executive ye training obia as polling agent yes obia election any agent wonim die wonim isi mra na o de to aba wonim enti ye ma obia enti dani duru a wonim se we na kwa na so we na ko wonim se de bi ko afiri be bi na ba be ka mo ma ye ma do have no waje
okay
enti ye mo obia na se ni bi because polling station was the BBC no we need election one se na o ye si na wonim but even so ni sin pe ni mra mu eti mo bie na nchechire ni bi ya de o politics mu no eti se ogun enti mo bie na san nchechire ni bi ye wi a na se wo bi face ya pe na be peke abe select e mu de wo de ne ko other training master training any ade enti obi abi na san but the issue say ye ka se 2024 be to aba na ye agent bi NDP ni de kwa mi so ni se me NDP na ba mi ni mo bia ana mi mo ju bia so yo region num ana constituencies that say you deep on ni wo nyina no kwa mi ni branches ani di za pon no region ha mene the former national organizer na ye ho djuma ya operations I know and they not there kwa mi woni atiefo a omo e wo science here no mo na and no there it is well sorted it didn't see we will protect every single ballot. I never mean to that issue. Ballot staffing. Say you trip boom. Near TV home. And now almost the increase of numbers. 2. Intimidation. Yama on to about Yama will to free her, I believe, or your Koboni, or free her, James and Emano and Swaba. And no, and they talk to me and they talk to me, you know, and you figure here. Ye baby as a family I but these are the 3 major a year MVP increase on votes to Asante. Most of the votes they do and are realistic. And some of my way in Kwame BBC.
Very well.
BBC because we are prepared to protect our democracy. And democracy is protection constitution and check and protection. And the coin be a protected in have you protected every oppressor?
Very well.
You resist every oppressor.
Jinasuma me na me ma eye unia kofinti ache na me ma na kwaba. Chairman, Kwasi, good morning and pom to say.
Oh, nyamina do mo body ata mo bibia.
Very well. Na watchuna mo call primaries ye beba no so but the edi kan na watchi mu na no wukuada and NDC any Ora John Mahama eba Sante Manta him kromu Kumase ebe ye 24-hour walk na wo hwe domo idea chira I mean this is your stronghold as a party. Mo you surprised a little bit about the one more aye wo Kumase ya na.
Oh, my filiation Maakye motivo ni menua me ne kasa already bidin na nya kofi bidin ya
kwasi fache me chairman.
Yeah. Now, when you sing your first time, will be happy. The most recent is I walk with you. And this year, you be watching the radio. Way different thing than other one of my. May son be me who know. Now, about Ubini about we it means this idea election as I'm born of the catcher. No be enemies of Obi, San Nigeria, Mewa, Abraham. No be enemies of Nigeria election.
Exactly.
By the end of the day, Obi enemies do me. And the enemy Ketway can strategy, yes, almost strategy, only a group lie. But only man, yes, away 2020, but I'm not signing a man working, you know, maybe. That's one court, so many evidence. We know Nyatibia, Chade, Uma, MPP, Adiaka, the partner, Yabeba. Because say any powerful be there by the medium fees and can but within women, the media, me fees economy a omo bi mfi say ase ye work na go mama work na economy no ja ne say go mama e free on economy na ye tan go mama e free on kania ye di dem go mama e free o ti ase na captation e da sante so
Jama o ka say John mama e free na kania mo ni bi dem a no ne kire say
ani udum so.
Oh, but I said doom so the side debate in your tremble, Anna. Amoya, where say more admit to say John Mahama survey and son or
no, admit to say Mama the Sobu doom so. Okay. And you know, correct. Oh, Jazzy. Now, your mama will connect $1 Your on over to you, $1. Maybe you me fee about to and Yantokwa. Na Yantokwa Cladia, your what Bemu na Yana no deal. Nancy and Paso Maui, Pasabasa, your Abel. I will be a wabam. So better, I will be a Sabonte, the Ababon. You know, Mokana,
Send no more Bemu na Monsumo Bajia, Kunyana.
Yanni, I'm found to quite a Bajia. Yam found to quite and the Bajago to be 1.2 million votes. You told like your mama so beaten 1.2 million votes, the Tete Buswa. What you say? You all just saw the cocoa. Now you also mean cocoa to me, and I'm the union about the beginning. Mama competency and your mother. No one you know, about all your day about your baby. Because between Mama and the gum, I bow me there. If it's a gun of water to Abama, I'm about me.
Would you mono?
Maybe you did mono. Let a mama a dear palm or the account. You must have won crown, yes, I'm joining. A dear palm, I the account.
Alright, John Mahama Edika announcing the policy Edika. Was say we're running this country under a 24-hour economy and a joke
24-hour economy.
Ubia be year Juma and no more church and a dinner be Ghana, go to the crab, 12 will be upon Akoda. The dollar, Ujana send or 24-hour economy. Economy in Enya, a better why 24 hours economy. You can put that woman has a chance to go one premium. Because she say, promise of making an old system, a dear no Yagma. Honestly, I say a drop about also, just rock a crack. Not can crack a crack. A bit of my satin. When you be which is when you see me until Susi Mono 24-hour economy and me Yajuma.
That's the time of Mogabi. I could follow this education by the mama here campaign or I could follow the kind of policy or this education. Abba, the mama's only dick at the bar. Now, what we have some children, the mama and this education by Ghana. I am truck a crack. What kind of crack a crack? I don't know what's at 24 economy.
I see starting 3 days senior high schools. What's that here?
What started there? 3-day senior high school.
Exactly.
Senior day school, I know what Ghana has. Now, of course, tell me. Me don't tell me. I got the program. If you want to be as a 3-day school to me be here. Open tea down, a brand new empressa down. Open tea down, a brand new empressa down. Which is it's baby and one on Jerry, but Mr. McMahon be some academy, some schools are gathered the all over the country. The did work for the project and go a school nine. They said your first school bear me and son 9. Next account a diana for the teacher home, a couple more, a blue one secondary school. But it's going to go down the bomb. Here am I. A come on, what be a couple more, a secondary school for floor. What is a tech? CKC. A day yet to see a couple of one secondary school. But baby is a quadraqua. Okosibu was a down a yeguma. Okosibu, say yeguma. And no be any the Ghana free education or free education. And you will be just here acting. Now, so I will see you. And there will be so about good show. What are the school fees?
Yeah. Yes, and the challenges now, I mean, for 7 good years, there a good period and come what me resolve it.
Challenges in the big me young the others challenges the big. Tell me, only president what buy what kind of regions, other 36 regions account. Someone did them one. They could say to depend the Hoduma. Kwame Kuma, Buzia, Rollins, Kufo, you were Thomas Yamu for the currency. Among you now enjoy time regions. A Kufu had 36 regions, more than half. Munko was a region for such a yes, a deeper woman, Yakuma. I am pretty poor Yakuma. It's a dear challenges. Challenges, yeah. As I know, you know, Mark like it here. It do be a challenges, Beba.
Only baby a fool or boardroom. Only baby a dollar now. Oh, yeah, well,
I'm a dollar on your mamma, but took for the only Atamas on the took for the end. Saying, I don't know what the course saying. On the took for the end, saying on the course saying. And to our body, I better swap the Kirana. On walk on what Atamas stamina over the Fakuyan Crano. Not that thing. I know the course saying. I don't want so. So all con with that $1 $1, yeah. Fine. And dear, Ghana phone to a bench. About $5 and send out the course saying. Once a trouble on a body triso, Sadiano, was what written on Namaka to be. And I'm a one. And so I'm not saying you're trending woman with Southeast. I would go for me. Send your Mukata and the four. Say emergency work and some trouble with the two. I have 40 here. And now, for 40 on the bush for a watching them and a gun of 4 years on to Abama, Mama. At a mess in the Mama. Take it in who you could see. And the Minumi in a Basan Mamia Yalia. Kufofi no Mukan to Gumusono. And only in a hospital. And throw the Debia Muka. So I'm not taking a communion or two. I have not taken in the bar. Then so you had that portion of one particular place. Do this, I'll do this. So I say, and you be different behind to walk on over here. Maybe be free there. And yeah, and also my MPP, I need actually, yeah, that's all within January, February. Patch, yeah, Obia for the policy similar.
No, Ususu say a bay juba because even as we speak, Chairman, project a who do a modern Monsakano, Bebrena is stored, Muntimin complete here. Now, Bebrena, when him say interchanges a modern Monsaka, and Krahat Doduanano Akaho, Okota Krabia, Takrabia, maybe I say Bediana Mitchell, Okoswamia, so I may be a Womasia, Womuye, Ninano, Ewo. Woko Kumasi who are KJT market phase 2 akaho one more area project no asesa wo mufidie. These are key challenges abino you would have to deal with. And sana I mean Ghanaians will get to appreciate and niema dodo na no a monso mo bae motimi aye.
Aban bia ba wone the policies baby odi na nihwe. To me the be interchange also am run about. Na me ba betra fee no be tuton kaman change there. The banko school, they interchange the
but much promise, no munyasa na mudima asante, right?
Oh, your promise, no be you are over Kauba. Over to the one that change. And your cabinet, and your abandon president and Guan. So also quite interchange. Now, correct to see it on camera change. I was traffic one. Me, it's a cabinet, no, because he interchange, you know. Then Kura, Enco school, and the very front of war, Eco school. What you say? Bigano and the couple been atma, so I'm assuming if you will be a bay school. A grand school would be 330 Ghana a day. Fatanse, Ghanaians and Cry school. And the young interchange in Kwan at Sabio, a yet project in Council de Twaba.
One cast out here, Santimantemo. You know the sort of a year allegation our Modemawo party. The new Patriotic Party. The Edikaya Quine, the Atosumieno, a monumental project in Ashanti region. Okay, one more claim say Nanado are buying to be near Bibia was Santimantemua. Will bet me didn't say Esiso. Now, Okwa Ferry Hospital, ya, one more say no, Akaho all the 7 years. A buying to be near Emiano. So these are key things, Ejinasua. I mean, air Kotia Bino in the Ashanti region. Say NDC to me Soriba Ashanti region. Na John Mahama Bejino Tumfu him extra project a hodua. Wanono buy with me edema Asante Maya. I mean, isn't that to the disadvantage of your party? Knowing very well, say, a Honda move vote to do na Afriba.
Na kejetia do mama so me.
Oh, na kejetia market one ye.
Ah, yantie ne otumfo m kwaji loan. Kejetia woni. O so me. O kwaji kejetia no won. Ah, o so o di kejetia no won. Ye o kan e fa bi e no kore. O ti ase, e fa bi e no kore. O so me na ye, o kwaji kejetia no won. Afari. When I started adwuma no. If I saw come again, after the hospital, when I started.
After hospital, no, Eurojet project, Obampeyin Dada Kofo, AJ funding through the Eurojet means that the two ho, if I say, John Mahama buy, we bet to us almost completed.
Yet, no,
me no GB. The basis of that project, na make sure. Because I no one I don't know.
Tell me to mama or you.
Oh, na baby a hospital ye do a. Ye dey air condition ni ade nyina abobomi. E dey biem na aka.
Me see. Na NDC say na we a, na go make na commission.
Kessben 92.9FM.
What you be you be commission and send to aba.
Mo try commission and send ya to aba.
Na nyata na NDC omu nyina ye no. Na go prasa occupant dan ni emprasa ya. So o dey be secondary school. Ye be wi. Ko for na ye wi. Kuma wu ye wi. O te take do mama ni guy. Asu ye be wi. E no nche se. Ye wo for say 9 to 10 months. Ye be wi airport, ye be wi mi say airport. Can you apply for car? Ufu ko fa prayer. Which is airport. Contact and cross aba site.
So I'm interchanging so mu be wi.
So I'm interchanging yentimi wi. Scanner bi na education Quran school no.
na chairman Ketia first two so mu be wi ana.
Ketia first two. Ye be wi. Na your mama Ketia otimi wi. One year e kakakra. One year your mama wi enko chairman nkofo.
The project then John Mahama anyi.
Oh, Ketia. Oh, you took my Ketia your mama wi 100%.
Oh, that's a KJT. They almost say Azana or more movie every hour.
That's what we contract and to us. I said from now hospital. Some can so much be come up a commission grant. And so now you man like 80%.
Okay. Mamimra would you about for so not before me baba so no. Mami miss away National Cathedral no in about 10 months' time. Mubewi answer near Tuaba.
What I mean to me, National Cathedral and this for upon some form of come on the TV.
I see. Kofi Mamimra, so that means what THM question. I mean, these are some of the responses for them all.
Listen to my brother Esre. Because Uchi Semua or Kana and some no Kana about a couple on one so. Uziani mistake be. Unis achievement working in Ano, what the German of 4 years air contact for the 8 years was doing that. Uziani Yajan Kosa. After German be 8 years, German be 4 years. And don't see a companion track record. Yet there's a two another 8 years. And here one. And or doom so yes, Mr. Speaker can't see I can read. Doom so chairman or chairman Sabunsu say, oh, yeah, but I'm not creating the nation. Baumia can say, me Mojo Mama Basso and the dooms of course on the buy.
92.9.
And one time you say, and no, you carry enough of some the stop for ya with an automobile energy sector no, only the 1 megawatt I can one with an. And you don't know the support do so, Kwame. Send the energy capacity in the offer.
And no, yes, but one more catch on, sir. Challenge na ne wo ho no na ye sikasem toto ya na muntimi nyeni ye e wo setani mu no na di dum so no e bai
that is sikasem a okofa Mary plant about here there sikana wuni e du kofa plant Mary about here there what there there e capacity na e turu mo dia so mo ko fa so ko bo mpa ye wo nsuo no ho e na jo mama so on ko bo mpa ye gonya mo fa ma na dwini ni dia on fa nya hye papa. You say every 8 years cycle, you could do so. The depends you could be Kwame now Kruma. Kofo pens or Kofa generator for generators by MNO Answadu. Your mama said me the so and Deno. Intine me not here, I think I near more. Get me ye dinkomo. But dollar. Your mama, what's in there 1 CD? Maakye. Your mama to call 3 children for their 40 being home. Which is 3 cities. What the first 4 cities? 15 cities. At the about 12 cities per dollar. Most only a more bustle because nobody a 1-to-1 or the call 4. It's the 3 cities I can't have me. If 3-4 airport 12, any 3-1 airport anymore. How many do 8 Ghana cities are the account? What's the young one partner? But me, you be or no Baba so edition, Papa Biba, DVA. Asantema development near NDC Neka. Kwamotia and Asante youth, and including MPP supporters. Eka say Asantema impun to ape. Won't you under Kwabre for Beka say Omokwana and another cast Omopa, Omonta Bompa, Munya on formal.
Exactly, because of that, Francisco Tinha Crown contest.
And then NDC for an Eka.
Kessben 92.9.
Now, not the Danko for the video 2 winning. Not John Damani Mama, exactly now, so it's simple to Numa, why you know. Another bit draw, any ministers obey your material. And that didn't to me, it doesn't to me. Who can develop infrastructure development and found the two, and found the two. Who can secondary schools, or what? Infrastructure, your mama, or friend, me and the crew. If you just say, your school, you are a technical school. Kobe Asante. Koshet and your man, your mama paid the sea war. If you look at there, and then your mama green book, wrong can pass them. Nemo, Timmy, dentist, I buy it. Get it to your market, water with your mama and me. It said the Kwame to get it up to one of the loan by
Sana or Chairman.
Kwame, into 2 for an ABA and I only want to me. At the Mabedina Kejiti, I said, John Mama, at the Bawayi. Ibrahim Mama be too gallant. Someone in my wrong way demonstration. I'm telling you, Kruma. Kwame, no Kruma. So, my Mama, and yet, and almost yet demonstration. Kumasi, my wrong way demonstration. Mr. Speaker, now Kruma. And then, Onutimino could go back and say, what the possession market? Not the amount. That didn't really make sense. But you should learn to develop certain things. Even now, I'm pushing on top there. Want to market 80. Okay, 80. Want to be a demonstration. I'm a wrong. Security for a check when you know. Want to be security in a shuttle. Or not an NBA demonstration. Let's get a crowd more for more. What you want to about light, common light. No light for Mr. Keke. Ya can't about Mr. Keke more for more. What I want to buy? That's a lazy government. Party, woman, the minimum say, you can transfer the way, near try, and then also the time it will be found with the strategic communication meeting. That was set up and a leader. Do France was the moon transfer to the mama, so we try better than the prayer. Moon transfer, because it's better than the prayer. That's a movie. It's one only a Thomas and the transfer. No much answer, no much better than the correct. And near my old boss, actually said, John Zaman Mama is the answer. Now, 24-hour economy. Say the Moka found almost any year. Okay, 3 years later, the minister can do flat and say, for 2 John Mama boy, a fire fan, one or this later, or make answer. Minister, make of parliament.
Exactly, the minister said you did the proceeds from the oil and
exactly. Now, for John Zamani, Mama, and the boy, at the 2 all secondary schools in Ghana. Nibusa said, From 2015, 2016, will be a day student and no school fees. Kubuta. The day across the country will be a day student and no school fees now. It's a free day secondary school on Tiasie, on Tidiana, what can I say? Free stages over such challenges, no free stages. Maybe will be back or private college. Samino can say. Every week, you saw sending the scar. Your man will cook just on bread at the camel. Question Diana, you feeding crowd school. What's that challenge? 8 years. What is your mama trying to do so 2 years? It's one answer. What's that one challenge? 8 years. We are then. And Krakow school, but 3 months. The benefit school November, the local school March, and you say that there's no consent, enough consent. As Ghanaians, who is a husband. What 4 months, many classes, man, who is every month, I'm paying 600 Ghana cedis for the classes. What 4 months are, and 2,400 Kwame. 2,400, the no put 10 pounds, let me train the full fees, let me see that. Let me see that with 10. And over 30, I won't money in every month, I'm paying 600 Ghana cedis. 4 months, no, and you're 2,400. Of school, no, and community school fees, how much was I going to pay? Let me see that. And on this, I won't forecast. Who is FSS now? What's it? And grab it on Clemency, but who is FSS? I need a rule to govern payroll. Yes, who is FSS now? You don't have my payroll, so my year, Juma. It's over there in Clemency. Unemployment rate, your mama never saying 5%, and the new 30%. And you are creating more unemployment. And so, I'm just so so I'm Ghana for the moment. I'm Ghana for the movie. Mungo to the fee. Mungo to buy 5 interchange. Mungo buy 1 for money. I sent the man with someone say a wine. But the same school that your mom betting the school is a matter of no. Hospital, we are done 1 to 10 domain. So the Jaffa Catel saw a chance after 1 go we are the season. Moji. So, we serious should be a serious country. Women that almost or common family. You best him there, Minoka, Minu meeting a yedim. Yet, dear, Sabio, you and found some things I would year for. Omongo young families, yes, you pass for a year for. As Antina just maybe, and the Sayaka no bit to claim, not social contract, but I bet me this so near Mitchell Motros and Mucho Motrono, and then a drama in Mahama, then you saw the room.
Very well. My member a year question so now Chairman, quick one on him. Say, oh, rebuttal be na your fancy. Why?
Na minia na or minia sketwa. Yama omuka sama NDC. I don't know. Propaganda me do so. Sabi, odi also about be interchange. And pa me ka say minia interchange. Ma be kitiri ekuro e di ama de agef. Ah, won sem training wuni. Okwa regional officer. Wunu se kufu ado kitiri kuro. Your mama onche Givisha, a damn back who seems Sima. And you'll be any baby or the anything. And yet, entertaining qua the development of Ghana. Which I said, on chair, a quiet one, a Santo Regional bar, you to be here. Yes, you can get here. Oh, I walk what to be 8 years, when your mamma became 8 years. What to be here? Oh, what's the point? What you call for 4 years when the bank and this is some year can you go, mamma? And this is some year can. And they go, mamma. Gama, every child, 8 years. How much are you going to Kumasi?
Chama Kwasina, Obuasi to do coffee, Kwamori.
Obuasi, Yeri, I have an Ofazaka. Yeri, Obuasi to do coffee. You started from a Bulgarian, a China Quanta. You come over by a year to break in. For a ship for so good, nobody work a year for Madam. Or for a Santa Region. Or I Chamoso, a Tuapocare. Which a question was also. And if only you can check almost about my Kumo to job on 1 year. Kumo to job on so 1 year. Capicon. Me without a swanted town was 1 year. A swanted town 1 year. A swanted town, that's what a swanted town road, but no buta. No one to wound the car. I get you to Quadaso. Me was at the tech rules 1 year. Tech rule, John to Bonnie 1 year. Much coffee, the after quine, coffee, this is a cancer, jumping for the after quine.
No, we are.
Let me have to contact also say Jawa Yakwai. Also Yakwai. Oh, but I never one day.
Oh, but I wouldn't tell you one day that I would watch it. Would they but to be saying, Fiona, I can't go to myself.
The man can get I will come to watch it. The man can get watch it.
Very well, Kofi Chairman, Madam Watson. Now, Chairman, what's more to about all the constituencies? And in Ashanti region, no, what does the party need? They say, Moamo Chairman, Nankasakra, when you know, ye. And the primaries, yeah, echo, you know. And then I will be a dear for China.
Oh, say your chairman or primaries want to be. Party and no question.
Or to be.
But say, yes, you are into a better supervisor.
Or to be
or to be as a regional officer in his
at the Maui.
In the constituency of Tobani.
Hey, would be on Tobani.
They are members of the Constituency Executive Committee.
And yes. Now I want to be so Obi who want to be
Jawa City.
It's a fact. A human to me, would need to be natural human. Yes, we can do to do it, but the operational persons of me, Kwame, minimum. Now, you don't better than memoir. Why?
I see. Chama, we wish you all the best fortune. Why? Thank you very much. And Kofi Bachem for Deputy Regional Secretary of the NDC. Now, I think Chairman Kwasinti, a former chairman constituency for Mina Anaminium Wedding Kobonana. About one Basso Ochina. And it is expected, sir. A lot more of the people across their constituencies, but there are a few places, members of parliament, echo unopposed, and for that reason, in those constituencies, near Tuaba, Oko a year, Kessben South, for instance, Obi Amoa, are withdraw from the race this week, and say, the party's general secretary, Asha say. Kessben South constituency about 20 there. Yen suspended for the meantime until the party ebe resolve the challenges what that constituency nina and sana one more to me atwa so ape data one more to me ede ato abano nina no eka hobi. Now it is expected will be more ebe tete ahwe will be more so ebe maintain one seat no. We will tell you more shortly. 32 minutes gone past. A weekend the boys about to be no numbi. And Timpacho unyancha with the make it a point and pay a year kase no pacho obe dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash. Now what check no select option 2 for Kessben FM Accra Kessben Cashport and no may you draw a kind shortly. Now I feel your team any winners nina no akasa mame ko epoye mantemu na menye juma ewo homra wachina a party no echo akwakoto aba. Now I'm talking about the New Patriotic Party. Me need the Eastern Regional Secretary for the New Patriotic Party Any Enkomo Ura Anthony Osei Eje. Good morning, Anthony. What you mean? Can be aboko there?
Good morning, me be aboko payment and me give this Kessben from the Kessben TV so be aboko mamu wakra.
Anopen so eradia da Roma. Yen so ye ho ye pa. Enti de di kan my yen statistics no oba a year the Eastern Region constituencies are hen or chinamoto aba aspirant are hen and a year involved a hen fa and a woman echo ono post about war enkoso ewo.
You the kind of the as the Bemo Chedian Ponyanko and a day or the Achayan. Now, what in Woha Yakusu, Kuya Juma Dieso. Let's say here, General Secretary and the National Leadership. No matter a payment, no be chair, the regional chairman, me executive, any me MPs, name ministers, name constituency executive, polling station, electoral area. Any grassroots communicators are mobile party who they rule. ɛwɔ ma fidie so da biara. Any question on this can be me one in time of the nominations 20th December, you close 25th December, year vetting from 3rd to 4th, from 3rd to 5th. Yes, one is no, nipa omobefa forms and what payment him say, or manage set. Mia ya work sitting members of parliament, almost contested bino. A year 92.
92.
92. Omo file ye 84. 8 out of the 84 no nipa bako e file wo national ebeka ho mane ye 85. Because na centers are now betima fab nomination forms no eye miensa. Eye 9. The region, the constituency, the national office and online. Inti mu bia no bibia timi fa forms are valid. Yinya ba ko fi head office ebeka ho. Ye vetting ni bibia wie no. Yinya nipa no moko e clear mo moko contest 81. Upper West Akim candidate of far from free hono. A train who fi agronum inti the incumbent MP Frederick Agrom eko onopos. Oko abetifia ye bie no obi anya kukudro anko fa forms any honorable Brian the champion anko contesting to also call onopos.
Okay.
Oba odan ubi fa forms but ye toto na no e pension ni nsemu na nsem kakra wo ha party ni man kwan so onko na nyima enye yi nti e twene sanye oba no dwa ben south so a ubi fa forms against the incumbent member of parliament ye toto na no hwe ni nsemu no na ne nkrata sem no enko se ne sese ekọ no nti party no e twene sensanye e ma the incumbent MP enya akwanya ko onopos. Nti constituencies are a year the sitting members of parliament e ko onopos no e ye 9. Akemoda no Jaben South Abetifi and Upper West Akem.
Okay.
Yina yensu yenim say payment ye ka sita MPP among you members of parliament a year 25. Ye ba Honorable Dukuya CMJ Deputy Minister Trade a train who fee a payment echo and cramantem co contested who can't not. The equipment not ever ye vacant. Ama Yera Samioku, former national organizer, the current director general of Ghana National Lotteries, echo onopus ho. The no every mudeda. Niana ka SSC to swaba a 20 constituencies and 4 acclamations. Acclamations in a basono, ye acclamation and ne ewo Upper West Akim and Akimoda. Ochina Saturday, ye kwakoto abano, ye be acclamation wo abetifi asanto 19 constituencies. Yina ye nimdi PM wo Ekrapem South. The last minute withdrawal of the Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Obiamwa.
Yeah.
In the wisdom of the constituency executive, they wrote a letter to the region. Say, Omufi say, time in any my coastal constituency no, ama constituency no ayeshe kakra. It's almost suyemuno. See a train banis and say, a day. There's a regional executive body led by my regional chairman took a decision to affirm on a recommendation on the buyer. The answer elected the actually the core national because that decision does not lie in the hands of the constituency, neither does it lie in the hands of the region, unless the national steering committee, national executive committee, and the national council. The national executive committee gave the general secretary the go ahead to write to suspend or postpone that election. The Kwame South to be semi and preparing or Chinaba Yakwakotono or to be.
Okay. Very well. And to say ye kasa anope, what it means is precisely some we yin every mois about 19 constituencies and about one bekosu ho china.
Exactly so.
Very well. Say ye kasa anope materials as someone saka nyina aba nhyehyɛ ne ntotoe no ete sɛn ahoban bɔ ho nsɛm baabi a wo mo beto aba no I mean the centers no ni nyina no arrangement ho nsɛm ni nyina ate sɛn.
Semino kasa in prepare and materials ni be do easy aso ye ewa pimantem.
Okay.
regional director ne fa phone framing Emma me as a regional secretary me could na okoye inspection and tonkusi no nine no na constituency bia EC director or whole district bia abefa the materials no at the constituency into materials once a bia there it has been sorted albums seminano has been sorted venue issues bia no has been addressed into meaning say we be sabrewa yi pumakwama ochina no nso bebo anopa no dwumadi ni be hyase ni ewie no no mienu ewie a ye bekan na de besi no se media for it ten dem ye show say all reps were around that whatever happens tomorrow by the close of polls at 2 p.m. no and to ankusi say no miensa bebo de na de akoso wo Ghana fa na nyina no baby a MPP wo members of parliament no mate de akosi.
Very well. Now there are guidelines party put across from the national level. It is expected say one polling centers are more creative ama womo ato abano it should be an open space. And bra one immediate director of finance and administration they didn't come out or say party ni nhye yemo no abano amoto no and say polling center bi koshe dem. Say mo ye no school bi mu kura no a SSS school no mo bo canopy fefefe e wa bonten na afemo the ballot boxes no e de asi ho na delegate no etimi ato santi akoto wo mo aba aside that obian ho ye expected say obetimi ahye candidate bi atare e de akoho on the day of voting especially close to the centers yenye campaign ene sa ne mani nyina no e wo ho wuntimi emfa phone enwura boot nim se wo kwakotwa sanhye ni nyina no as regional secretary no how are you going to ensure say niema etiti say no will be enforced per what the national no e de amamoyin?
The party is regulated by the national executive body. The region, the constituency, the polling station, and the electoral area. No, making sure say you be enforce the laws of the party. Last week Friday, you need say a few months you were 3 regional police commands.
Okay.
You need police commands in as a regional body. Yedi ahoden ekotai omochi ema ye kachiro mo say the rules and regulations are a national party in the back governing the elections. We are going to see to it implementation to the latter. Word dear general secretary actually was so mandated by the national executive body no will enforce it to the latter. Into imrani dear yedi be ye juma pepepe ma call radio several times ne party for polling station executive ye delegate to aba or chinano e dinkita ho akasa chom say e man e woso nyina ye de be adwuma pepepe nti only ko okoya so boatem na police wo fawa e me frame regional secretary and ko frame regional chairman ye woni emrande na enya asem nti wherever the law is no we apply it appropriately ye mpese obi beka say obi ewo abonu me de menene nyaadwen ye obi owo abonu bia no is expected to cast a ballot that the permit so to naba it obi biara ni hu kwan so obi si obi kwan me regional secretary me hu kwan so me yi obi afi abomu ana me ka say me mo obi nto aba omo hwe aba no so nyina no they are only there to enforce the law to the latter ti obi ati asese okoto aba no wako abato na ye koto no so no se ne general secretary guidelines ni ba ya eteno yen fan ko sedem yen nye conference yen nye fi yesi mo bia kra mbigina ho otu wa ba wia ku fi ne koda ebotu na person ti de asia no wa ba center ho isi ebe ye ne sorting obe counting obe declare winner oye wia agukansi no aba wie because e fi ba ku mwasem eye busu akunya na ato ne kwa kopre adesi obo ba nyina omo se no mo fata nya ye ka kire delegate afu wo fidie su ye se imrana ye di ye adwuma no umundi mrane nsise no so pepepe emfamai si de be ya ebeto aba na wie no asumdue ni perepe yo ebe ye adwuma wo.
Very well. Mame Enawasi Anthony ewo eye the Eastern region and then we wish you well. Bibi Anthony ibesa ni wedi nkomo. Why? Very well. Enti Anthony Osei Eje eye the Eastern Regional Secretary for the New Patriotic Party speaking to us about preparation of party no womo aye so far and so towards ochina nyame ya doma the parliamentary primaries ebetime akoso in the eastern region. Pacho, dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash. Na was selected option 2. Yanko na yenye ye draw ye dikai na afe ye ni first winner no enti me any income. You bet me a sort you. Enti cost 6 7 8 9 10 finally ye first draw no. Enti winner no, congratulations to you. Ye do better home so na ye ni wadi income no solid. But you wouldn't try a 1,000 Ghana cedi amedeke. And to make 1,000 no I can't for a wedge. But you're the obeying and say over dial star 256 star 256 star 2 hash. Now was selected option 2 for Kessben FM Accra. That would check Ubedi 500 Ghana a Toma. Sabeka ewo momo ne so. But someone from the first winner, don't have any name from dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash. Now won't pay when up at the what's your programming in ano na ye chewusika ekaho. My name is first winner no ebedi commercially. 1,000 Ghana cedis are me de eche. And sana masore so anopay enti wo dial short code na afi was selected ewo option 2 Kessben FM Accra number 2 option 2 ewo so enti wo de ba masa ube wini we passion na jefako weekend no mabeja for no atnase. Okay mami ni win any nkombomra. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Opanyina we did the say wo ho to say so
But you what dia wako but your friend is Steven.
You're from Steven, if I now tear me free.
But I'm still free pram.
Who tear me free pram?
Me bachai.
Congratulations. When you a letter will phone this one.
Me bachai.
A message bear.
50 guy 5,000 cedis.
500 cedis.
500 cedis. Yeah.
Okay, mobile money I bet to see
Me bachai. It is yana me na koi.
I see.
Nida.
Everyone say that.
Me trust Nida.
And then they were the Steven, and then they were the why, and then they were the. I hear now try no pay.
And not me trust 15 cedis.
What your 15 cedis?
Me bachai.
And I would do 500 cedis.
Me bachai. And once we try 20 cedis nani.
Ninja share what you can pay. Why?
Bachai. Okay.
And the person I am our girls in Philly, girls, you know, second crab so. Kakraba hunti announce watch idea. Why?
Me bachai okay man.
To the consulting Kessben 92.9. Now, we will try ubedi, we nya that. So why we try ya we win ye. I better phone the social, right?
Bachai.
Very well. Steven, let us say congratulations. Why?
Okay,
all right. And to me first win, I don't know. I see what trust I will do. I will be. I don't pay with we're feeling brutal. Now we can do a better damn money pie, especially so only any that will be na 500 but to say mawa na with him why you're the the can be watching wom and pay we are the cannot the touch na ja o hweniti marema benisiachi na me na kwaba ba sene so say 1,000 Ghana cedi amede beche ansa na yapon ye bepon by 9:30 enti twagum na wutwa wo bedi star 256 star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na was selected option 2 no wutwa obedi 1,000 Ghana be de bechemo ansa na mapon program ye asore so Ben Maakye
ya minia
na eto saying
nyame adom ho ye na onso e
erade adom ben so me ho ye pa Council, good morning Mpomboko there
Mr. Speaker nyame adom
is it more your student I'm my class in Temkra
yeah but fund them one function I should function we would your best sir
o say
your best sir
da bear
oh yes sir and I bet
oh yeah lawyer now contradict your husband
miss your best sir
and now best
something that ben
best sir name my sister is a difference
no you I said something without timelines and you asked me to give timelines and I'm saying that from today yes sir so yeah
one far from today now
I'm kind of yes sir like immediate effect.
Yeah, with immediate
and
I'm going to you for boys and mobile bantame.
No.
Musha tea for boys and mobile send you na musha me.
Them bra can obey.
Lawyer citizen Atodazi, General Secretary at the GCPP. Na afi minim somewhere you flag bearer there. We are just about 10 months into an election. And the GCPP for I don't know. Benjamin Insia, energy policy expert. Na was also a founder and CEO. Pacho
Executive Director, Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable
Executive
Energy.
Director, Center for the
Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy.
Okay. That's right. Eti for partners in now what you mun komo be na no akos. Watchna NPP beko abatu so. Na yedika di hun komo 24-hour economy. Dear Mahama eko ye in terms of work. When NDC amanyukwe wa Ashanti region edi and komo cheche. Now what you mu chema won to me a trend pa. It's a mention related issues. Now indications are yen is Otum Force Kumase the traditional council hono womunye echredie na eno yesemwa. We are confirming yet. We don't know say ayenokra na ayenokre, but what we know no and is the traditional council no etonsa e the frechema won to me say by Monday one lawyer Morris Ampao any afofre ka ho wo nyina mepie mo ewo eye menhia ahemfie enti ni nyina na ye nkomo ego pono so a ye ne wo eba bebo na mpacho aka 1000 Ghana cedis a cashport no meche ewo so sika kukuo no 1000 eda so dem enti dia no pay me se me de che no o dial *256*2 2# na wa select option 2 no for Kessben FM Accra utwa ubedi na 1000 no aka no jiwodie frame ansa na ya sorry every jubedie ni so ba me enhase e wo lawyer so cancel na watwe mo issues asisi no mintio na yenkoye ni
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, cancel.
There are certain things I wouldn't give
A bit is idea
because me feel that in paying for our work room or there will be a number from Busia. Now, what is happening on some of our media platforms are say yenya kwinja de yebetsna muna ya kasa na you feel there because certain stations ye create a station inti sebe yebwe ya na yebetuma kansembia. We should be a bit mindful if Morocco do Ashanti region in terms of the chairman of the NPP party and lawyer Morris Ampao, the utterances from them and even their hosts. I watched a few of the excerpts. It does not augur well. You see, but if somebody should sit there and say that no pay girls now them like, I mean, why would you want to say these things? Is it because of politics? Amanyosam obi obezi enyimi biano. You are even supposed to lead not just governance, but even your society. The moral aspect of your society can also be shaped through governance. Inti se mukade mukakada minyamenyina on a radio station or a TV station. I mean, how do you expect them Boframba said be watch TV and I would say radio no? Once when you boom madam in painful. Into I wouldn't mean say mad the what I'm saying. Me feel there say if the party itself means well, they need to take steps to ensure that some of these things are dealt with. But today, General Secretary Akade, Nkama party phone Kamwasam.
Yeah.
Na anamana want to. But you see, at several instances, some people have disrespected the orders of the General Secretary. You won't be leading up to their primaries, presidential primaries. In Shishaya, General Secretary there was total disregard to some of these things. And Argentine will party him, so they need to take care of it. Now one shema in your Monday. Prime Minister, parliamentary Prime Minister work on weekend. I wish them well. Because yem pede oboko war primaries. Then some be baba no obabe deja wo money. I pray there on your sumri or your internal issues. Unfortunately, sometimes our internal elections we give arsenals to opponents to use it against us. Jachi question asem. It was an internal issue, and now in because Obiku Kwetian inti, they gave arsenal to the opponent. There has been several instances in the some bites at Wabo. You don't know Bibobi against former President Mahama. In Zambia, what's the current speaker, Okenfano, and others are being used in the party. We've seen what happened between Honorable Kennedy Japan and the likes. You understand? So sometimes internal elections it becomes so acrimonious there. Ibo wiechinu na nkofo Njinadubi wadu kutia party no. So I just hope that Obeya Sumji, because if you look at some of the places, I'm interested. I'll be following keen.
Constituencies better
on what is going on. Bantama is very interesting for me. With what is going on there.
All suspects why in the be winning.
I feel a sense will still win.
Maintain, yeah.
I feel so. But it will be interesting.
The reason they say.
Not any because I'm not from there. I don't know what is going on. But you know, the reason is that I happen to me obi kase. No, kinda yes. Some things probably haven't gone too well in terms of with Asenso. However, the kind of attacks
yeah,
it does not warrant because you know it does not necessarily mean that go and attack personalities just like that. And it looks like the top person in terms, I think is Ralph, right?
Yeah.
Or your opponent, you know. I mean, he's using more of attacks. And I think that would not necessarily inure to his benefit. Because sometimes ne posture might also affect his results. So
because some have said what name message be it's more or less like no Kennedy Japan and air campaigning. Now the basis of their campaigning, so just as you said, more of threat, always talking about the personality of Asenso Boache and what they feel Asenso Boache represent as a person, but not really what they intend doing for the good people of Bantima.
Exactly. That's what I see more. So I feel that Asenso is likely to maintain, and I don't appreciate those kind of threats. I mean, especially when it boils down on corruption or issues that will be a Ghana. Yamana Pokonare, you know, affect Ghana. On your day, what yama one son I the right thing. So me, anytime you put me in that situation, I doubt your loyalty to the country. You know, so I think those things need to be taken care of. Or one internal issue. So however they want to, but it should not affect the peace and tranquility we are enjoying in Ghana. What I would want to spend more time on is the issue at IPAC on Monday.
Okay.
Our electoral commission or the proposals are by there. Or per day election na December 7th, you know, or move forward to November.
Yeah.
To a day and not a date.
Yeah.
And then also to make the election day a holiday, a national holiday.
Exactly.
IPAC meeting on Monday, you know. I mean, for the first time in several years, NDC were there, which is interesting. It enriched the discussions at IPAC. But you see, one of the key things me raised was that the proposal, was it a decision or it was a proposal truly for discussion?
Okay.
I didn't get an answer. But the reason why I made bisa the mass and bisa in there, when proposals have come feel the discussion, but discussion in a way you go back and forth. It is actually a decision that has been taken, and it is just going to go through it was a bidding process. You know, it was a procurement process. What do to be there? I will be waffling with room now. Why announcement or graphic him there? This position is vacant. But in Pana waffle though. Indeed, just going through the process. You see, so that was one of the key things I was concerned about. However, the Electoral Commission has asked that we go and discuss that with our national executives and then get back to them on Monday. So Monday, you have another IPAC meeting.
Okay.
But in 2016, the Electoral Commission wrote a letter thanking Parliament for deciding on election date amendment bill. Because in 2016, there was another bill that was taken to Parliament to change our elections to November 7th.
Yeah, I remember.
And Parliament did not, it couldn't pass. Because you need 2/3 to change the current situation. You see, I think Article 112 talks about parliamentary elections. You see, presidential elections, we can change the date for presidential elections and we won't have a problem. But parliamentary, is in the constitution there. Fix a date for election. It should be within 30 days to the expiration of the current.
The current parliament.
Into 7th December falls within the 30 days.
Okay.
But in Yaroko, maybe beyond, earlier, it goes out of the 30 days.
30 days.
So what it means is that you need to change that constitutional provision. And you need to present a bill to Parliament. And you need 2/3 of parliamentarians to pass
agree.
it. Into number one, in an election year, never be such a monumental decision. For me, it's problematic.
But my question is that Maakye IPAC, in this whole last 4 years, from 2020 after the election, why have we waited till the beginning of January 2024 and send the proposals we about Appiah?
Mr. Speaker, exactly my sentiment.
If we want to change anything, why all these? Why do we wait?
Exactly.
In the year January 26th, we'll be going for the meeting on January probably 29th or so, or 30th. At that meeting, even if we decide there, okay, we are supporting her. What it would mean is that, or there, we'll prepare a bill, or go through the advice of the Council of all the States, Attorney General, you present to Parliament. It will take 21 days to mature.
Exactly.
In an election year, Parliament won't sit them. I think they are going to Parliament in February. The number of days I was sitting in an election year are shortened. So
the MPs will go to their constituency.
Exactly. So the issues that we raised in 2016 are still more relevant this year. Per the ECOWAS treaty, so in terms of making changes to electoral laws, in an election year, you should be mindful of that because timing are very critical. I would say there we are begging the Electoral Commission. It is a good idea, but a wrong time for implementation. We can be thinking of it for 2028 elections, but for this 2024, clear minded that this is the calendar. It's a follow because now, even if we agree, because it will go through parliamentary and all that. So it means you cannot really plan and know that, okay, it is going to be this or that. But if we set the time far, Ghanaians are all diaspora, I want to leave away and all those things, they will be able to plan ahead and think of, this is the election day we have set for ourselves. So this is what we are working towards. Ibisa, GCPP, Yahoo Bobo and Azi, we know it's December 7th. There are things that we have planned for the year. So if these changes are going to happen and we have to think of those things, it will affect a lot of planning for the political parties. Into your best friend. This is something that they are ready to baby for now, or you look for 2028. But in terms of a national holiday, even in 2020, it fallen on I think a Wednesday or something. But in our wisdom, we felt today encourage participation in it. We should make it a national holiday. So we ask for a presidential executive instrument for it. The two things, either we wait for this one to and get the president to give us an executive instrument, but this one is actually falling on a Saturday. I don't know whether the SDA issues that are being raised will be considered. But personally, I feel that it is something that in past, you had to about on religious days. And this is not the time for us to change it. We will open a Pandora's box. Let's rather be considering what we are thinking forward. But this year, let it happen. Okay. Once in a year, we are going to vote on a Saturday. I don't think it will change anything for us to warrant it. But in terms of a holiday, yes, I agree that election days should be holidays so that it would encourage participation. Whilst being mindful that Bimuso on the holidays, one juma, where your registration will be a juma. Inti hwa abuso kan dey a kofu bebre a WhatsApp abuso kan or register wa abuso kan not because they stay there but because they work there.
Yeah.
Inti on a holiday, what will make them go all the way there? Because one go ejuma. Into bi water aboko.
What they say holiday almost ejuma.
Obi water aboko bi. Inti say obi o feel there on a holiday so on wa. So on your bia no ko because it's a holiday on your bia no ko. But one man work on a day. Probably we need to consider all these things and broaden the discussion and see the way forward.
Very well, citizen. May I say now 10 after 9. Pacho mame fast than be Emma Eclipse Collateral Management and pay one more daroma. Woman so aso ye more abuaye. Na uti me no Pacho Eclipse Collateral Management say ye more one manie say anopay Pacho we Japadi ra. Na waye nkrata ato we Japadi so a de ubeye nyina no ene se wo de nkrata no de beba wo mo de beye adwuma na afi wo mo tua commission fefefe e wo ho eno achi no ope eye loan from a bank oni collateral oba wo be ma collateral ni bi na afi watimi ahwe e de age loan no ope wo achi akwan a adenta new site Abakan Street eho ana obehu wo mo frɛ wo mo on 0266999020 0266999020 and now just for 0302-551877 0302-551877 na when you want more ending come up Mpacho Kessben cash ball 11 after 9 na meye me second draw no sisi my second draw no me yen is here na Mpacho winya ntwa ya twabi na wutwa wo bedi na 1000 Ghana cedis na ka twa me de eche Rich yanko second draw no na ye second winner no ending come up na afi the last one will come in at the latter part of the show. And to dial star 256 star 256 star 2 hash. Now what's selected option 2 star 256 star 2 hash. Now what's selected option 2 or selecting the Ucha will be the bar. I'll pay as should be a Kanisa Ventures for Edia Kanisa Daroma what you know not Edia back. Now in no a2 pain anyway yawn and was say Edia amount. I'll pay candidates in their house. But you're going to read about Bemushi show wooden syphilis, no a cool vagina discharges, menstrual pains, waist pains, your prostate enlargement, poor blood circulation, and the problems are not at the back. And a pedio being in an when it's when a canisa ebedin combo, canisa bejo so now I feel 2 howling in an was say at the amount. And a pay open woman no know what to do more. Obeko a year contain taxi rank, contain taxi rank, and what a year techiman. A hot one more ever Kanisa Heba shop, ever ho Okoha, Ubenya be a 2 atom. And no etchino baseline pharmacy say what Ghana yina Ubo Remwa, Ubenya a year Kanisa Ventures for I see many a year second winner no Ebeka says here. My member Benjamin in Siaso na mintie wano and so my second winner ne bar not many that didn't come on patch dial star 256 star 2 hash. Na was selected option 2 or selected na ucha a idea say ubetimi a winnie na echime abwa. Ben, I you.
The speaker.
Yes. What will be an opayana?
I said, Afamaniso.
Afamaniso.
Richard, Mammy Sankama, you, Richard Misra.
We're making grab with you.
Serious note, no. I think say medical for chama want to many the Koso Ashanti region no. I believe, I think that Chama to me and can be Bonnie be per the context in which he said whatever he said.
But you're pigeon no suman why
context now or the candy or kind, me sure say.
Okay, Ben Jasuma make a crana many winner no any combo. Hello, good morning. Opening.
Hello, good morning.
But you're not promoting saying.
Yami Adam na mo so eh.
Erade adom ye ho ye pa. Wo di de say he fa na o tie ye free.
Me did ya ba se wa bo su special entina nko. E be de mama me ho ayesi. Yami nsira mo.
Mama nyami sha so na wo se wo free.
Entina nko.
Entina nko. Asante region to.
Kwai anya kwanta entina nko.
Hey, I see. I don't know what me atie ne wa win is ano. I see. Any congratulations. Why? Na I hear na utrai.
Ka plate here for bia ntwe na utwa obedi. Kevin jackpot ndie mo ye. De wa mo ya de yami shira mo.
Yami shira so. I hear na utrai.
Me try 80 cities.
80 cities na utrai.
Wa try.
Wa ma competition na ye dia man crofo. I see. It's a Momo number, right? Okay. But that's a patch of Kosutie. Why? Now we try. Thank you. But that's a pa. It's a Yamamina winning all the way in the Ashanti region. I see. Five rounds of men. Pacho, a star 256 star. 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash na waselete option 2 no utwa ubedi na afi yakoye di maka last 500 amede beche ansada basori so ben yako
na make say utie the course work masina chama wontumi enka baby boni bia. I think that based on the context now kasa no oni panyini bia atem ebinum na aso asem no mu a omopese omo set agenda editor chama want to me, but I want to put it and emphatically say dream say we set agenda dream say we set agenda tia chama want to me now we set agenda tia party and that is something that MPP for no it was omoheni because most of these massive mobilizations against want to me no it is also deteriorating the party in the region. My party no anime guase, my party no any ebinum nyasem na ma party ni say e region mo enti se obi bia na bia woni chama wontumi nya adwen wa Ashanti region enti no obe set some gang and youth and some women against wontumi and think that you are doing wontumi no you are doing the party not wontumi. And I think politicians must be very very careful in some of these operations that they engage in. Now second, kromha madikaka mi da bia meka chemo law no ya de pa munyina munye bi but sometimes senior ma ebi mu be lawyers no and also it is questionable. And I think that say general legal counsel tie na apart from some students ni be academically they are doing well no wo hwe so mo hwe mo adwen mu so kakra so that ye de sa certificate ni ma and I say the sa license ni ma so ye lawyer at least you know you bet me agina ba bia are proud, right? Because some of them and their utterances I don't mean who be another resource nobody nya license no, but in terms of behavior and as a maturity in discussing some issues no any kwan say omunya ebi ni abrante ye okotina won't me TV o keka nsem basa bi yeah me kra say I say some kind of addiction be and dependency be and because of that dependency it leads to some psychosis any disorders, right? Mental disorders we be no dream. But to be frank with you, a lawyer yes you a lawyer no should not speak that way, and I don't think say general legal counsel I think we should look at some of these things careful because saying the microphobia kasano how did they get that certificate, right? Maybe academically they were good, but beyond
reporting now, bet me reporting. If you have issues with the conduct,
many issues be with his conduct.
Yes, but you are talking about the conduct.
No. Like the conduct, issues. I mean, what they say.
So if you feel
a cultured Ghanaian, no,
I'm saying say yes, a cultured Ghanaian as someone will person work. If you feel say a lawyer is a practicing lawyer, he's supposed to be of good character and high moral integrity. Now, if it's based on culture, based on what you see, I mean, it does not depict the true character of a lawyer. Opportunities are there for you to write a petition to the General Legal Council, and see, you can take up. I'm just showing you the methods.
But I don't have that time to take up that. That
no, but then in the absence of all of that, General Council Nankasa ain't mean constituting the whole.
So among mean constitute, I think the Ghana Bar. He's a member of the Ghana. I think he's a member of the Ghana Bar. Is he not a member?
I don't even know who you are talking about. So
you don't know who I'm talking about.
Why am now? Okay, so Mobi.
Why the question I want to meet TV? Or this Ampo and I saying that young man, Maurice Ampo. What I want to me? Like you ask yourself, a lawyer, anyway. Obia to me yellow. Say based on score.
And you'll be on to me.
No, say based on score. So be to me yellow. And I law no you. I think the only person I mean who say General Legal Council 89 license lady now so Hano. And I think that at that time this gentleman got his certificate. Be on social media very vibrant in there and can cry and farm. So sometimes too I don't blame them that much, right? But nano and son yedi. License in Bemon, or some of these things should be looked at because
they do.
A basa a good mobile animasi, a good law animasi, because a minimum fata. Yes, academical they could be good, but some of the utterances like people who are suffering from some psychosis. Minya, on a serious note, Hamadrin, may persevere. Minister of Finance, Minister of Energy, Obertrin assign the regressive VATA. Ministry person the beto enyinam kaniaso. Onim say last year 2022, last 2 years, last quarter, PRC eto enyinam kaniabo.
Exactly.
First quarter, omutum. Second quarter, omutum. Third quarter
for 2023,
omutum. Last quarter 2023, enomantum. Enomote so by 4%. The PRC catcher and he say omo adjusted based on mra. Because Mrano Ashomo say quarter biano it was a review electricity tariffs. And then yes, sir. Bisaon said the first quarter of 2024, I didn't know PRC and for tariff MI. I didn't know on for my
because now a buying bomb they introduced 15%.
Yes, because all the indicators, whether they are using WACOP, whether they are using dollar rate, whether they are using inflation, these are positive indicators to the electricity user or the end user. And PRC knowing well says so the tariffs on the cost no, they are silent. Because Ghana form for home. And that is why the first quarter of 2024 PRC has not released any tariff, whether it is upward or downward review on farmer. But what the MIA said second quarter indicators start to say move top cost rate no I say oh yeah, sir, we are not charging realistic tariff. We are not charging realistic tariff. Why is it that the first quarter of 2024 PRC has not released? Now PRC has released the idea Bobo said
election year.
It's an election year. No, it's election year, which means that the first quarter of 2024 it must go down because inflation has gone down. The cedi has been stabilized, even appreciating against the dollar. The prices of natural gas on the international market. Eswati, I didn't know PRC and release tariff on my electricity boss on Tiwokroma. They are quiet about it. And Obia, the minority in parliament are also quiet about it. NDC are quiet about it. GCPP is quiet about it. Obia and a PRC ADDN. Now on ODD, you know, I was say Obiti Finance Ministry. Edwin says he can do obedia free and honomono. And a beboa ama energy sector and I safe. Minia. Or dreams is can do obedia free and a beboa energy sector and I safe. And also Nyanokre. Chroma ATA. Yan name. Say a here for so all the VAT echo to Elenam Canaswa. A here for the bebre. Come the BTS VAT. 1. A here 40 Mambo B. Here near Oti Nima. Here near Oti Chukura. Do not compound houses. And these compound houses are single metered. Most of the compound houses in Accra, the rural like per urban compound houses no omunye meter baako obia yusu meter baako nti meter baako na obia yusu no the threshold no ebebro the lifeline nti even classification of who is a lifeline user whether it's targeted to a poor person no is not known by ECG or PRC.
ECG now says there's no lifeline consumers.
So Omati so from 50 to 30 and below.
No, down they say
there's not even a lifeline.
Yes.
Okay, so if there's not even a lifeline, lawyer de mami as a new information magadaya. What the VAT to swap because of said threshold now okay say obebezu I charge tax no. Single meters no any ridiculous they are above 300 kilowatt hour threshold no. Here for and now they to so. This so here ni bite bia asawase kumase or te di chamsu ko fro multi compounds mo use meter sa here for no any bitu asa VAT we skani bia ontua because send you no use the single meter so most of the middle classes are use single meters no or most ankrofo no okop opie kro timi dum ni meter oba na obeso madam for be free takwa buy odum ni meter 1 month because onu kwa na use ni meter but se mo your compounds are untumi ndum meter because oduma obi ofie obe use. Second one chroma Mr. Speaker omu use there's evidence to show that obi use second hand goods and they can aged appliances electrical appliances no sankrofo no omu na omu consume electricity more than people who use new electrical appliances. And yes we him say because of poverty here yonti no omu use electrical appliances do na no second hand ones no here for because onye scan koto for in this all the VAT ni ba because also no use second hand electrical appliances no ono ebetua VAT no than skani no. So what is the purpose say taxes skani compared to here ni at the end of the day abra here ni the betua kese. So this VAT dey esrom ngom fanko omo de ko ho a ahia fo na bebre. Lastly minia kroma wo hwe Ghana Living Standard Survey data the speaker you say oji wakatua 14% eco utilities bia won tena say calculation but the bomode your calculation 14% of your salary goes to your fairness utilities say na the VAT betumu pe and here income more than 20% ebeko to utilities now 20% in kwa utilities electricity and water mean you 80% no ubeyi bi dia co health education ubeyi bi dia co food say na odi be save and we savings kra no and how no so asa ko di enyinam kania. So people sit at the Ministry of Energy, people sit at the Ministry of Finance without looking at all the variables and some decision number oti say me ko pesika ni say me dia ko to so mu fasika namra but sika na okope no edit how be brain beba. And that is why I'm happy say for the first time TUC me da bia me ka say sa ko no agu
TUC
oh da bia say agu because if you look at the deteriorating welfare of their members and the silence in recent times me dream kukra say eni kwa say sa ko bi wo but I'm glad for the first time say mate say omo kasatia say die sa VAT wo mo mpene ma aban fanto so and e was say Ghana ni bia so etia sa VAT because se VAT be ka ho ne na se enyinam kane abo and I said all the indicators na e de she enyinam kane abo no e kosrope yesan be wa betu enyinam kane abo mu biom then the challenges I was sector no more was say PRC corrected, ECG corrected, Gridco corrected, Minister of Finance corrected, Minister of Energy corrected. No, they don't correct these challenges and always put the burden on the end user. Minia, Ghana ni bia uti mote kumasi na uti mi se bia babia mami or say enchene den babi owene jackpot free so uti mi na ye nyina ye ti ase ema PRC e pushi ni inefficiencies. Minister of Finance pushing the inefficiencies. Minister of Energy pushing omu inefficiencies. Edi betu yenso aye na yebre. Because most of these guys do not even pay electricity bills. Most of them are state paid. Minister of Finance ube koni fie abaying a tuya electricity mano. Ube ko Minister of Energy fie biya abaying a tuya mano. Ube ko biya Energy Commission ECG Electric Company of Ghana abaying a tuya mano. On 20 time you pushi by the neighbor oswa and fan on ring. And I'm glad say that TUC is standing up against and any TUC in all the labor unions, UTAG, Obibia, I know some other company in TUC, but it will also be biaba no betia this particular battle because say the bar minua ye ho kire be kire no ho ye hu bi o wiase mu ada.
Okay, mame and now was na ye fancy cancel just about 5 seconds each na ye call your time no as soon as
No, Mr. Speaker, I think let's assure people that go for your school and especially law school, you undergo medical exams.
Sir.
Yes.
That is psychological, and also just physical.
Listen, medical exams.
Okay.
It is something that you should know. And the person you are talking about has finished school for over all these years. I don't know whether you are asking that every year and not every 4 years these should be checked. But like I said the last time, when it comes to issues of a dreamer, every day, even the doctor that needs to examine people, no, that person he or so Honorable Sabi would need that as well. So I think we should understand that. I know that sometimes he goes overboard with his utterances. Some of these things,
most times or sometimes,
we need to look at it. I don't follow him that much. Probably you do follow him, so you have an idea. But I think it should be considered. Mr. Speaker, lastly, let me go back to the elections that is happening this weekend.
Okay.
See, Maakye about GJ pronouncements.
Yeah.
On Madam Hawa Kumse. I've seen some feminist groups also saying that why is it all that and all that. So I don't know what really happened. Maakye, there was an assault on a journalist.
I don't even want to talk about
these issues. We need to take a serious look at journalists. We continue to brutalize and seem there.
Is it? I don't blame the politicians. I blame the GJA. The GJA for some time ago I said was a useless institution for which I won't even be part of because you see when it comes to real leadership they don't provide any. They are stooges of the politicians. For that reason, maybe just a minute. My last winner no and Casabra. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
I to say what we need has been cash pot. Osaka. Very well. Congratulations. Are you found out here free? Okay, free. So too. We did say I know try.
But my friend Benjamin, we try and then the first time we try.
And then they answer now where do you home? Okay, Ben, yeah, that's a congratulations to you.
All right, thank you.
All right, and to Benjamin winning as our last winner. Now, Council, what I was saying is that you see, you have an association now. Okay, they follow the politicians. I mean, GJ leadership. It's more or less like going for a political position. Politicians hide behind them and then they contest. And when they come, instead of serving the interest of the journalists, they serve the interest of politicians. Ask yourself, say, the DJ executives now, one more call, say, all media should go blackout on how I come say no. This almost Kessben. Huh?
Yeah.
You cannot count 5 radio stations in Accra. I won't count it, Kessben and count. But ask them, say, and the nimba be a walker. Even if they know they drive and pass by, nobody has come here to even ask. So journalists are here in the Waha. You register more. A coin ben number welfare. When was the last time they even called for meetings? What do you say? Yeah. And all they do is that you put journalists near account radio. So now we condemn it. One more issue statement. Then it ends there. I mean, such a nasty associational leadership. No, you find no improvement in Kobebia. A journalist goes to a place to report. Okay, we say, oh, what's now one of the platforms? Akabibi etia hawa kumse. Also, this is my ID card. You are mistaking me for somebody else. But even if I'm the same person, Kwame Kanya, do you have to send tax to beat me? What do you say? Yeah. And now what the GJ can do is to condemn the incident that happened. Yeah, you understand? Instead of filing suit against Hawakumsin, what do you say? Exactly. Putting an injunction on him and doing taking radical measures. You are just there calling press conferences and telling us, "Yeniem blacklisted Hawakumsin." I mean, what? For what reason? Huh? So tell the GJ president he should come again, because some of us never be on no man. Yes, so. And you see, funny enough, a friendship, a group, click, I know more creative. And see, one in a number for, I know more daily. Or we are winning about we are. My friend in Kanchan, I for money, or your media tour. He never stepped here. The former place I used to work. Oh, friend, I want what he has here. This one too has come. The same thing, no, yeah. Or your media tour or selected media houses I will visit you when it ends there. So, Obi baby, I didn't want to share boundary, baby, or no Ankasa Yajuma. You see, I'll tell you the truth in the face. Sanyama will be in America. One must say, but that is the truth. Are your friends? But if we're leader of a group, a union, I will be there now. Person pray the betterment of the union members. You don't sit in your house and be doing that. You are calling us and calling our bluff. Say I'm black. Let's see how it comes. Now inquire then. Inquire then. Please, they should give us a break. And yes, I'm just any more when the bachelor will say association is strong. The welfare. I have asked myself several questions. Say, DNT GJ executives. Many media owners,
exactly.
How much they need to pay journalists in this country. Reporters are in media houses. What has the GJ done about it? What you say? Individuals are only so-called media houses. How do you call it? Media schools in this country. One more training for 2 months, 3 months. One so a journalist. What is the GJ doing about it? Okay, or better still, even sit down. As an association, draft a bill, push it in parliament. What you say? This is how we want the fraternity to be regulated. What you press conference? Please, those things they should give us a break. Cancel. They should give us a break. I mean, some of us are far more matured than those petty press releases and the press conferences. One more year, I know that just one more year leaders. No, these are critical issues that are affecting Crawford. Yeah. What you say? People are working with GBC, one more co-pensioner, one more market you, one more JI. And what role does the GJA play? Ubetimi don't say Ghana Bar Association, lawyer bar kumpra. Untimi Ghana Medical Association. Ubetimi don't say Doctor Niwo Krumba. But always some of them commit medical negligence. You see the GMA, so one more basa, one more bad. You can't fight them because they are a group. GJA has not fought for any journalist in this country. Womunya can yenyaiti.
No, Mr. Speaker, I think that you've done justice to the issue. And
they are just hypocrites.
And I that see Sankofu take positions for flowery gains and not really for what they.
Oh yeah. I mean that is what it is.
So it's a point for them. It's a call for them to sit up.
Yeah, I mean I'm just waiting for executive of the some Beshia management, any journalists and our presenters and our reporters and workers, and they should listen to the real issues. We have fought for journalists in this country. Debiame advocacy, Debiameka. Why do you have to pay the average reporter 300 cedis, 200 cedis? Obi ha ukra diploma, and you are paying the person 300 cedis. What sort of disrespect is that? In this country, now minimum wage cry is saying. Okay? The GJ is not fighting for the average welfare of the journalist. And the journalist in the Beko program, no train say a beman sole. And Sakran with Mia Fakako. What you say? And why won't the politicians disrespect them? Common bodyguard referees will bet me a disrespected journalist by slapping the person or smashing his camera or doing anything untoward. And GJ, the only thing you can do, no issue statement. And now you are coming back to tell us we should blacklist Hawakumsi. Now they are now why. Please, they should give us a break. Yapon. Let me say a very big thank you for staying through with us from Monday up until now. Kwame Appiah Kubi, Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful for your time. Me team it is only 9:40 now. Yes, sorry, so no. Joe, any team no, at the Medford action no, at the Babetua so at the Amau. Now, I don't ye now boy home by Monday. Yabesan so any mo nyina no edi ehia. Stay blessed. Have a happy weekend. Na enjoy your weekend as well. Mo amoko ye de besremo. Driving no munye a bit more careful. Na ye nyina no yen komra asomdwemo. Good morning. We are out of here.
Baby this shit, baby this shit, your person will buy me a sin, I'm a friend to my Ubo media for any count. Baby this shit, baby this shit.
It's still my day.
Hey, I'm fighting for my blessings. Mine will be a man.